Hello everyone, Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching. Today's video is basically an addendum video to my survival food prepping video and my MRE field stripping video. So I went through my newer stock of MREs, field stripped them out, and got them squared away. I took my old packages of MREs that I had field stripped and emptied those out, went through the accessory packets, basically yanked all the toilet paper and stuff like that out and saved it. And then I went through some of the packages. I put some of the packages in another box. Some of those packages felt, what's the word I'm looking for? They felt good, I guess you could say. They seemed to appear as though they had a vacuum to them. If not, some of the packages don't always have a vacuum appearance to them, but some of the packages, they didn't look like they were super swollen or anything. Looked like they had, survived for the few years that they'd been kept away to the side. So I threw those in a box just to, have that stash there. And then there were some of these packages that I was looking at, I wasn't too sure about them, and I just wanted to do a video on them and kind of show some things. So I don't know when they stopped putting these little bottles of Tabasco in the MREs, but I had 3 of these little bottles. And the thing that kind of always sucked about these bottles is the stuff inside would somehow find its way out or look like it became one dried up mess of powder. There's really nothing viable in this little container anymore. Looking at the stamp on the side, and again, this is one thing I don't like about MREs is how they stamp the manufacturing date on it. If I'm reading this correctly, this was made on the 304th day of 2006. And at time of recording, it is March 21st, 2020. So well over a decade old. One of these is, it's probably going to be really difficult to see with light shining off the bottle, but as you can see, there's still liquid in there. You see the little air bubble in there. How good of quality this is, I don't know. Looking at the timestamp on this, this looks like it was made on the 2nd day of 2005. And then one with kind of the half liquid in there was made on the 303rd day of 2006. So I just wanted to show those little Tabasco bottles because I may be wrong, but I don't think they include those anymore. I forget the time frame, but at some point they also just started putting regular off-the-shelf candy in the MREs. I don't know which one this one came out of. I just started dumping everything out. I know that my older stock of MREs are from the mid-2000s. And it looks like a perfectly good M&M, so I'm gonna try it. Yeah. Nothing wrong with the M&M. It's probably from like 2006 or something. I don't know. Like I said, I don't remember the exact date. And some Reese's Pieces. It's kind of a oily film on them. I know there's for sure you can't pick that up on the film, but yeah, some of these got like a little oily, maybe like waxy film on them. I don't know what that would be. I don't know. They look fine to me. I'll try one of them. Tastes like a Reese's Pieces. See if I can find a date on this thing. (2013) maybe. Yeah. Looks like maybe February 2013 for these, and they taste normal. They don't taste as fresh, but let's see here. And these Skittles say April 2013. Again, these kind of have a sheen to them. There's some type of, well, maybe not. They look kind of shiny, but we'll try one. A little bit harder than I guess normal. Which, I mean, the Skittles aren't the softest thing anyway, but it tastes just like normal Skittles. Nothing tastes bad about these. I'll set those to the side. So one of the things that I found in one of the packages, let's see here if I can find it. It looked interesting to say the least. There we go. White rice. So I can feel the rice in there. It's still pliable, but then there's this Mexican rice, and it feels pretty stiff. So I want to open these up and see what they look like. All right. So if I'm reading this correctly, this was made on a 306th day of either 2013 or 2003. I'm going to say it's probably 2013, but then again, it could have also been from 2003. Again, that's one of the downsides to the date stamps on these MREs, is they're kind of confusing. You basically have to have a little cheat sheet just to figure out when the frickin' things were made. It has a rice smell to it. I don't see any discoloration in any of it. It just looked like some of it just kind of, I guess, stuck together. Yep, still smells like regular rice. And we'll give it a taste test. Very blah. Not like bad, but it just it would definitely need some seasoning. We'll open up this Mexican rice. This Mexican rice looks like it was made on the 306th day of 2008. This is a stubborn little package. There we go. So it has a better, I guess, smell to it. I don't know, it has a distinct smell to it. I just can't place the smell. Maybe it's the preservative that I'm smelling or something. And I'll try a little bit. Tastes better than the white rice. But it's still something you need to probably drink a lot of water with. It's kind of it's also kind of blah. Here's a package of fried rice. This fried rice seems to be way better. Now, if I'm reading this correctly, looks like this was made on the 135th day of 2005. It feels mushier inside than the other two. Kind of has a, smells good. Smells really good. But it has that classic waxy MRE appearance. That smells really good though. And it tastes pretty good. Tastes way better than the white rice and the Mexican rice. And I believe it's older. Let's see here. 2013, I'm thinking 2013, and then 2008. So this is 2005. So this is an older package. And it smells way better than the other two. Its appearance, straight out the package, of course, it has that waxy appearance, just like most stuff does in the MRE packages. It tastes pretty darn good. Tastes way better than the other two. we got here? Southwest beef and black beans. I don't know which one to go by. It was either made on the 135th day of either 2000 or 2010. Yeah, it has to be this first set of numbers. It's probably 2010 when this was made. I've got some mixed fruit from 2009. Some spiced apples from either 2001 or 2011. I'd say it's probably 2011. And some raspberry applesauce from 2005. So the applesauce usually takes on a bad. I'm not gonna try applesauce. I don't like applesauce anyway. But applesauce after a period of time can take on a kind of a ugly appearance. Sometimes you'll see this stuff come out looking black. Well, there's the applesauce from 2005. Look at the spiced apples from 2011. The apples don't look too terribly bad. They have a darker brownish appearance to them. Take a look at the mixed fruit. No kind of some that smells super bad. I just don't really prefer the taste of that. I need another plate. Push these out of the way. Southwest beef and black beans, 135th day of 2010. So this, what was this? Southwest beef and black beans from 2010. And again, time of recording is March of 2020. This is a 10-year-old pouch of food. Smell wise, it smells good. It smells really good. Yeah, I can smell the beans in that. smells really good. I'll take a test. Tastes good too. Yeah, that tastes really good. A whole lot better than that white rice. That white rice sucks. This stuff, this stuff is good. And so this is why I like to field strip those MREs, because usually your main entree pouch is pretty good, and your little secondary pouch of like rice and mashed potatoes and crap, that's usually what it is, crap. It tastes awful. Usually these main entrees are pretty tasty. Some of them suck, like your vegetarian ones. Those aren't always that great. And then there's other main entree menus that are not very popular, because there's other ones that taste way much better. But yeah, this is a decade old. It tastes perfectly fine. Smells great. Looks good. MREs, as I've noted in my other video, their shelf life is dependent on how you store them. You need to keep them in a cool, dark place. Don't put them up in the attic. Don't put them out in a out in a shed or like a detached garage that gets really hot during the summer. Put them in your closet. Put them in the back of the closet. People, and well, at least in first world countries, keep their house cool. I don't know anybody here in the US that just turns off their air completely while they're at work and come back home during the summer to a 90 to 100 something degrees house and then turn the air on and only have it cool and while they're there and then turn it back off when they leave. So as long as you keep your MREs somewhere in the house away from sunlight and in a cool dark place like a closet or under your bed, these things will last a long, long time. This is good. Now the minute that you take a box of MREs and you put them out in the shed in your backyard, it's not ventilated, and you keep that thing in there for 5 years and it goes through 5 summers and then 5 winters where it freezes and potentially bursts bags. But even if it didn't get to the point where it froze and burst bags, just going through 5 seasons of summer and being like 4 months out of the year, maybe more, of just hot temperature, you're not going to have a very long shelf life on MREs. You certainly wouldn't be able to have a 10-year-old pouch of Southwest and it still be good. If you kept something like this in a shed for 5 years, it's probably done within that 5-year time frame. And especially if you even bought them brand new. If you bought them when they were already used and 5 years out of inspection date, and you're just wasting your time and money on it. This is good. So that's one thing I'm going to be doing with these older MREs, is I'm going to be throwing them into a normal rotation of everyday food eating. So for example, I got some crackers. These crackers, if I can find the date on them, the 203rd day of 2013. It's either 2013 or 2003. I'm gonna say most likely 2013. Oh, I even opened these crackers. Heck with it. Oh, so you probably didn't get to hear that on camera. But as soon as I tore this open, I could hear a sss. So these things were sealed pretty good. It's always good when you hear a nice little hiss of breaking a vacuum. Some of these packages are a real pain to get into. Look at that. From 2013, these crackers are still cracking. You might not be able to see it on the camera, but it's that film. I don't know what it is. It's just something about MREs, and I guess it's the preservatives that they use. But a lot of the stuff that comes in there just has this like little oily appearance on there. Like if you ever ate an old Hua bar or one of those Soldier Fuel bars, kind of has like this oily, waxy appearance. Need some crackers with my Southwest meal here. These crackers are man, these crackers are good. Yeah, this is good eating right here. I might not even have to eat dinner later. So, oh, another thing. So I opened up one of these moist towelettes. Again, I don't remember which one it came out of, but a lot of this stuff is from like 2012 and 2008, 2005, and it's still wet. Still clean your hands and wipe your face with it, or wipe your butt, whatever. So this is just a, like I said, kind of like an addendum video to my field strip in and my food survival videos I already made. It's all on how you store your MREs. I never forgot the full name of his YouTube channel. I think it's Steve 1989 MRE guy. Something like that. I probably butchered the name. But this guy's YouTube channel is nothing but stuff like this. He opens up MREs, shows you what's on the inside, and does taste testing. And of course he has MREs from like recent times, you know, within the last 5 years. But then he also will open up MREs from, what was one from like the early 90s, like the dark brown MRE bags from back in that day. Open that thing up and ate stuff out of it. He's even opened up Vietnam era rations and ate the stuff in it, and it was still good. Like it's just the way you one, it's the way they package it, and then two, it's how you store it after you got it. If you store this stuff, man, these crackers taste fresh. If you store this stuff in ideal conditions, it's going to last you a long time. Even though manufacturer says, you know, I think it's like within 5 years you're supposed to consume MREs. But really that 5 years is kind of a best taste if buy date. Like you're going to get way better taste within that first 5 years. But these things will still be good for a decade, hell, even 2 decades. Going back to that one guy's YouTube channel, he's opened up stuff from the 90s, and it's, now granted some of the stuff is not good anymore, but most of the contents over there, it is good. Let me show this cracker break again. Again, this is a a cracker from, I think it's 2013. Imagine if you went to the store and got some crackers today and you waited several years later to try them out. It might not even taste that good. I don't know. I haven't bought it. Usually the stuff I buy at the grocery store, it's gone within, for sure, a year. Unless it's canned food. I don't know if I've ever ate any old crackers before, other than MRE crackers. Alright. Probably getting to the point where this is boring now. But, yeah, so go through, if you got a bunch of MREs and you stored them pretty decent, like you kept them in a closet or kept them in a cool area away from sunlight, those things are still good. Don't throw them away. Now, if you start to see like one of these Mylar packages, if it looks like it's ballooned out, chances are that thing was left out in the heat and bacteria under heat started growing and it was swelling up. That stuff's gonna be no good. I wouldn't even bother trying it. Just pitch it. But if your Mylar packages still appear good, like they still got wrinkles in them, stuff like that, chances are it's still gonna be some pretty good, decent stuff. Like this oatmeal cookie chocolate flavored coating. You can see still has a pretty good vacuum, and this was on the 5th day of 2005. I guarantee if I opened this, you would hear a hiss noise. But this cookie, despite being made back in 2005, I'd say this oatmeal cookie's still good. Same with these crackers. These crackers on the 203rd day of 2009. Guarantee these crackers from 2009 are still good. Pretzel sticks. 201st day of 2007. I know those are good. Even when you get into, what is this? Meatballs and marinara on the 200th day of 2013. It's not swollen. Still has, which it's, marinara and meatballs in there. So it can't be completely vacuumed or whatever. And not everything comes vacuumed anyway. There's just some things, I don't know if it's the manufacturing process that's more vacuum than others, but this isn't swollen. Like I can press on it and there's no large things of air moving around in it. So meatballs and marinara from 2013. A pork patty from 2014. You can still see the pork patty in there. Still looks, looks good. It's not swollen or anything. Sloppy Joe filling. This one, this is maybe on the fence of being maybe not. Not 100% sure because we're dealing with Sloppy Joe filling. So this would be one where you would open it and you have to kind of take a look at it and get a feel for it before you start eating it. But most of this other stuff, without a doubt, is still going to be good to go. If you like this video, give me a like and a share. Go ahead and comment on it too. Go ahead and head on over to the Facebook page and do the same over there. Earl Henderson, Primordial Defense. Thank you for watching.